Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of Slay the Princess. I think I've got this screen region right this time. Man, I really thought that I had fixed whatever problem OBS was having, where it just, like, wasn't, doing the screen regions automatically. Apparently I didn't. My mistake. I've done this screen region manually because I have to. I'm gonna move the mic. Sorry, I think it's facing a little bit the wrong way. Gosh. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do in this episode of Slay the Princess. I think what I might do is I might try to get the Razor ending again. But she's about to do this again. You know how princesses are, smashing mirrors, creating twisted versions of their own face. So I think I'm going to try and get the Razor ending again. What I'm going to do instead, shut up, narrator.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here.
Yes. I don't care. Instead of leaving the knife in her and checking her pulse, I'm going to try and see if taking the knife out gives me a different ending than the Razor. For the Razor, and, if not, at the very least, we can... Now, I don't quite recall how I got the Razor ending. I know I got the adversary by hesitating, and then she beat me to death. Or hesitating, in the words of the,
That's the spirit.
Thanks, narrator. In the words of the narrator,
you make your way
I was
up the
apparently
short path
hesitating.
to the cabin. A warning, she will lie.
Care.
We're not going to go through with this.
Of course
Ignore
I
him.
am. So if I recall correctly, I got the Razor...
The interior of the cabin is almost... The blade is your...
Okay. I take the blade...
You take the blade from the table.
I enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Did I just go in and knife her?
Oppressive
did I just... Is that how I got the Razor
The air feels
ending?
heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Dane, don't let it fool you.
I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element
Shut
of
up.
surprise.
Okay, so yeah,
Good luck,
I think
hero.
I just came in and I knifed
Walk down
her.
the stairs and lock. She's so... Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Nope.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I remember that voice line, so I think I'm on the right track.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah, okay, I do remember these voice lines.
You should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
Also, I realized that you guys couldn't see the very fun custom cursor that they made for this game, and that was sad, so I fixed that. You should be capturing my cursor. Let me just, real quick, check. Oh, of course. I won't be able to tell until the video's done. But I think it should be recording the cursor.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate...
No hesitation. Are you sure she's not armed? I seem to recall asking, are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Yeah.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
You have never been civilized with me.
Charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Okay, this is not the razor.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
So the question, is she armed? Apparently is giving us a new ending. Die or finish the job are my two options. This is something I do enjoy about this game, is that, something I do enjoy about this game is just that sometimes the options are really killer.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh, that was good. I wonder, okay, I'm gonna do that again and pick the die option just to see what happens.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
She kind
Somehow,
of
I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying
this might give
conviction
me
in
the
her
razor
words.
again, because I think this is the same art. Or at least it's very
But you
similar.
don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
Oh, the hero doesn't even have the option to... Yeah, the razor again.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Alrighty.
A warning. She will lie. No, we can't go in there.
Oh,
Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die again, and I bet it's going to hurt. It's good
I'm
to be
sorry,
careful, but
Fletcher.
you're really not helping with all that talk about death.
I'm sorry, Fletching.
Dying.
We're definitely going
Agreed.
to die. She's
Just
made
ignore
of
that.
knives. She's made of knives in this one, Flinching. I am so sorry. I wonder if I'd get a different ending if I just died.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and
All right.
broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I guess we can
The
hear what
blade is your-
Flinching thinks about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There isn't. Can you two stop arguing?
Oh no, they definitely...
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
What good has anything you have ever done been, narrator? You're completely fucking useless.
You walk up to the wall next. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Oh yeah, I am some sort of bird thing. I'm pretty sure the voice of the smitten mentioned us having feathers.
But it was there a second. Now it's gone. For the love of everything, can we just get this over with already? All this waiting is killing me.
Sorry, buddy. It's okay, it's okay. She's going to literally kill us in a moment. It'll all be okay.
You take the blade from the table. Okay. Holding it feels a little better. Maybe we can make it through this.
Maybe we can, Flinching. Probably not, though, because she is currently made of knives.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
You know, it always weirds me out that the cabin looks like a place that the princess would live. But it's like, this is where they're keeping her captive. So, like, did she live here and they were like, we can't have this princess made of knives wandering around anymore, so we're just gonna, like, chain her up in here? Or, like, Why do the princesses now live in a place that is basically
The air
made
seeping
for
up from
them?
below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. You can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There's something wrong with that voice. I can hear her bloodlust.
Certainly can. Right, no option to
As you
talk
descend
for.
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody, quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
We're not falling for it. She's tricking us. Can't you hear that threatening edge to her voice? She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Then it'll all happen again. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is all...
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Nope. Definitely not here to rescue you. Ma'am, you understand you're made of knives, right? Revealing the fact that you're made of knives before I've even gotten close enough for you to stab me was kind of a choice. Yeah, okay. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh no. Alright, so this is like an 8-person game. And then... Wowie, that's a lot of them. Okay. I wonder if that changes if
You're on a
we don't
path
kill
in
her?
the wood. That's the spirit.
Yeah, let's get on with it.
You make your way up. A warn,
Yep.
she will. We're not going to go
Shut
for
up.
ignore him.
I wonder what
The
happens
interior of
if
the
I go
cabin is
through with
almost
talking to
entirely
the
bare.
princess
The air is stale
after
and
not
musty,
having the
and
blade
floor
and then
walls
decide
are
to
painted
come
in
back
a
up
fine
and
layer
get the
of
blade?
dust.
I don't think
Only
I've
further
done that
blade
yet.
is your... You take the...
So these options will probably all lead me back to the razor. I just want to be
door
sure.
to the basement creep her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it...
Definitely here to kill
Rachel,
you.
You gave away the element of surprise.
Sure did.
Good luck, hero. You walk down the... She's focus on the task.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Nope. I'm
step
here
forward.
to
You're...
do
Oh?
the business of
No
murdering.
I'm
you.
probably chained up. So,
Do you hear the... She's unarmed.
Uh,
You lunge forward without a
yeah,
moment's
because also this
hesitation.
was how I got the razor the
You feel
first
flesh
time, didn't I?
easily give way and look down to see your blade or...
oh,
Ah, okay. So this
this is it, isn't
does
it?
happen differently
I'm
depending
almost
on the
embarrassed.
order.
I should have seen that. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Okay, so I can take the knife from her
There
this
it is
time.
again.
Yeah, it did happen
that
differently.
razor-sharp
Okay.
look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words.
I just thought I was remembering it wrong.
Yes,
I have a terrible
even as she
memory.
lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago.
So what happens if I
that
take
arrogant
the
look
knife
still
from
plastered
her
on her
body?
face. But is it over?
That was too
It's...
easy.
We should make sure. I really don't... And why shouldn't we? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy.
I'm gonna take the blade.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place,
Okay.
you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Right.
What was...
I guess I won't be dying alone.
Quick, let's get
Right,
out of
yes, it is the razor.
here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess
Right.
twists a blade. As you fall, she falls with
An eye for an eye.
Okay,
See
yeah.
you around.
you. Were so close. Why did you hesitate?
Hesitate with what? I didn't hesitate. I just took the knife
Whatever
from her.
that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Princess souls. I guess that's because I've
You're on a
killed
pub.
her a
You're
bunch
here.
of times now. Okay. Let's just be on our way. We don't need to listen to any of the dialogue. We've already seen this
Agreed.
before.
Just ignore.
Skip.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of war.
Skip.
You take the
Take the
blade.
blade. Skip into the basement. Yeah,
Door to
just
the basement
skip to the end
cracks
of
open,
this.
revealing what must once have.
Yeah, okay. Now I wonder. Because here's the problem there's 10 routes, right? And there's one ending. And it feels like the Razor has an option that might possibly lead to me getting out of there alive. Or it could just end with me dying again. So I'm gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna skip all the dialogue so
You're
that
on a.
we just
That's the spirit.
get on with it. And then there's the
The
more
interior-
complicated route, which involves talking to
take
her,
the-
and I'm not exactly sure how to get the option to pop up. But I think it's one of the options where I don't take the blade to begin with, because I know the blade will show up at some point downstairs in the basement, whether or not I've taken it. So I think what it was that I wanted to do was I take the blade, or rather I don't take the blade, I
Door
talk
to
to
the
her,
basement creaks open.
and then I do the thing where I tell her,
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
You step forward.
Oh, I'm probably chained up. So, you.
Do you hear the she's unarmed?
right. So yeah, just slay the princess, and then this is
You
the only
lunge
one that
forward
gives me
without
the
a moment.
opportunity to leave. Of course it is, she's dead, is what I'm going
Yes,
to say.
exactly. It's over.
Oh?
With your work done,
Whoa.
you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad.
Okay.
But it was for the greater good.
This might
One
be
of these
the
days that
ending.
will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Is
You
this-
open the cabin door, ready to
Really, yeah?
return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't
Oh.
what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space. What
Okay.
happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them.
Okay.
Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Alright.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone.
Trust me.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out
I
of
do.
here?
But you're probably not going to like it. Blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
That's
I can hear
so
everything
true.
you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yeah.
He's right. Do you hear that?
That's the point.
It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Why not? Just a little while longer. What'll that give me? Nothing? Probably nothing. Okay. I'm going to take the boring wait option first, and then we're gonna see what happens when I die.
What a relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices plead. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Oh. Yeah, that's not true at all. Okay, so I got the ending. That's good. But I don't think I want the ending. I think I want to see what happens when I die.
You're on a path. You're
Always want a
That's the
dolphin
spirit.
monarch. Right, proceed into the cabin. I'm wondering, okay,
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely the
So-
blade. Is
I'm a bird person. And every time I die, things reset and the princess comes back. I wonder if... Okay, several things. My character is probably a phoenix, which is why I keep being reborn. To come back and do this over and over again every time I die. The narrator probably severed the cabin from the rest of the world because if I die any other way, I'm probably going to start right back here on this path to, like, my destiny, quote unquote. And we'll have to do this shit all over again. That's what I'm thinking is happening
take the
here.
the door to the base.
Because, like, yeah, I am for sure a bird
Oh, are
person.
you
The voice of the
now?
smitten
Why
said
don't
as
you come
much,
down
that I
and
have
take a look at you?
feathers. Okay, so yeah,
You step
we
forward.
we kill
Oh,
her and we leave,
No
right?
talking then. I'm
I just
probably
did
chained up
this
in this
ending.
basement.
Why don't I remember it? No,
You
Kill
lunge
her.
forward without a...
of course it is.
Yes.
She's dead.
Exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make... You open the cabin door. Only... What? Everyone is... What's done is... This is what's best for everyone. Time passes. You can't be sure...
Hell no.
I do. But you're the blade.
We sure can.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Yep.
The princess's
Oh.
body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Interesting.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Thank you, narrator.
The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre. Ooh. Exciting.
You're on a path. You're here.
In for it now, Meister tricks. I killed myself. What am I doing here? That's a new one?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Who've we got?
He doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Okay, yeah, none of that matters. You don't have anything interesting to say.
A warning, she will lie. She won't be a problem.
She won't be. Except I'm pretty sure she's a ghost, so like, do manacles even hold her anymore?
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Hi. Welcoming you back to, Slay the Princess. Part of my video got corrupted because my computer died. I'm re-recording this section. It's just this section that is re-recorded. Oh, God. So if this goes up a little later today or something, you know why, because I'm going to have to put this video through the editor, which means it's probably going to take 30 million years to upload, because it always does. So yeah, okay, everything is recording, everything is fine, everything looks good. Because I continued recording, right, and I thought I'd got it, and then when I went back to check and make sure the video was all right, this section was just nothing. It was just this image for like a while. So gonna
The blade
keep
is your
going.
implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Which is, I think this is the first time he's actually commented on the look and feel and sorry, and vibe of one of these.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already. That's because there's death. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
Thank you, Cold. Care about
As
whether
do
or not
I.
I'm lying to.
I'm not lying to you. You
Right. I forget that they don't ever say anything after you do that. Unless they do, and I've forgotten.
walk up to the wall. It's really... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right
Which,
now.
I said this for the other time, but I think this is the most different the mirror background has ever been, with the, like, jagged, peeling wallpaper.
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Great. Take the blade.
You take the blade from...
Go to the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. Guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Yeah.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Was this barred up when we came here and killed her? Don't remember.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
For sure.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
She sure does.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Well, lots of things are going on here.
Ghost!
I thought you were hero.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Sorry, I just wanted to be quiet so you could hear his absolutely wonderful line delivery there. I like the voice of the cold. It's funny.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller.
Hiya.
I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
This might actually be the only one where in the full game, the narrator will finally fucking admit that you actually did kill her before.
Like how you murdered me?
I mean, listen, if you got some issues with me, take them up with HR. Don't take it. It's not me. You know, it's not my problem. I'm just doing my job. Hello. You look wonderful. She's got the giant gaping chest wound. I said this before. I don't know if this is part of the bit that it got cut off, but like, I'm not really scared of anything in this game, which might just be because I'm immune to horror, but like, if this was just like a collection of really cool, like, gothic art, I'd be like, yeah, that's fucking rad. Sell a Slay the Princess art book and just, like, you know. Because, like, the art's kind of the most interesting thing about it. You know, there's some interesting, like, lore stuff in the ending, for sure. Which, now that I've gotten the ending, I'm kind of interested to see how the rest of this all goes, but, you know. Anyways, thank you for watching. Once again, sorry if this goes up late, because I'm gonna have to edit this. And it'll take me 5 seconds, but it'll probably take YouTube 30 years to figure out how to conceptualize an edited video. So, we'll see when this goes up, but, yeah, if you want to see me go through the rest of, I think I got 1 route this time, so I should have 4 more. So, this and sort of whatever else I'm working on at the time, I put out episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, when YouTube lets me. And I'll see you next time.